here at the 2009 Canadian Business Leadership Forum. I'm joined right now with Ronnen, Harary and Anton, Rabie, who are the CEOs of toy company Spin Master, and they are part of the most innovative executive team for 2009, as so named by Canadian Business Magazine. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
So I wanted to kind of start by giving the people who are watching some sense of sort of the incredible growth that's been behind your company. It got founded in 1996 based on Earth Buddy, which is just a sock with some sawdust that grew some grass. And now, as I understand it, your sales are sort of approaching somewhere in the $1 billion range, or somewhere sort of getting up there. How have you gotten from there from there to here?
Well, our industry is very product driven. And we have a saying is product is king. So, especially in the early days, what propelled the company were moments of innovation. And, Ronnen can tell you about air hogs and that, there was the Earth Buddy that got us from, into the couple millions. And then Devil Sticks, helped us get, helped the company go from 5 to 10 million. But if you look at, whether it was air hogs or flick tricks, there was, the product innovation really helped drive the organization.
Yeah, and I think that every time after we developed certain products, we always strove to develop more complex products. Okay. So if you look at Bakugan, for example, that necessitated having its own TV show. It necessitated having a collectible line of product that ranged into like the hundreds, and managing the matrices and the marketing behind that was very different than products that had come in the past. So we're constantly striving to get into new categories, do things in different fashions, and as a result, try to get more growth out of those product lines.
So you're developing kind of different kinds of products. How has the actual sort of product innovation process changed?
I think that the methodology is still the same as it was 10 years ago. I think the big difference today versus then is that the team of people that we have around us, in terms of people that can design and develop and execute on our product visions, is much greater than it was in the past, and that gives us the capacity to take on much larger projects. So for example, if you look at Live, which is our first entree into the girls category, going up against some very well established brands, we couldn't have done it 5 years ago because we just didn't have a girls team. We didn't have a deep base of designers that knew the girls category very well. Plus also financially it was very expensive to go into that category. So today we have the depth in terms of the people in the organization that are extremely talented, that can pull off launching into a girls category. Plus we were financially able to go into those categories. So it's a combination of those things. But the methodology of looking at what are the right categories to go into, what product is truly innovative, is the same as it was in the past.
Right. And one of the filters we've added in the last couple of years is we've added this filter of what's the probability it can turn into a long-term sustainable brand. As well as, we've become much more disciplined on gross margin. So we've added a little bit more savvy in business. We've changed, the lens has changed a little bit. We've been so fortunate that the amount of ideas that being shown to our company, whether it's inventors or from Japan or all over, has proliferated so much that the biggest change today versus 10 years ago when it comes to product innovation is we're seeing more ideas. We need to force rank them better than, and our lens has changed with respect to what can be a long-term brand, what's got international appeal, how's the gross margin, and also just being really conscious about who we're really playing up against. And companies like Lego are just so incredible that we're even if there's great innovation in construction, we're going to just stay away from them because they're the best at what they do.
So you're picking your spots pretty carefully.
Yep.
Where the opportunities are.
Yeah, and we're also trying to play to our strengths too. There's certain areas where we've developed human equities, like for example in boys' toys, right? Or whether it's extreme sports, like our skateboarding or Tech Deck brand. So when we look at opportunities, we are matching them to the talent in the organization. And if we have the talent in-house, we're more likely to go ahead with it.
Well, thanks very much. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah. Well, that was very short and sweet.